on down there?
It's in your face.
What the hell is going on down there?
Well. We started off on a high note with Monday Night Raw, and then they had to sour us in the end, child. Listen, I'm not going to keep you. This is going to be a real simple, short to the point review. Okay, let's start off with what I didn't like. This match was just over. In my opinion, while I understand Austin Theory is a heel, and heels win by nefarious means, no shade about that. We know that Roman Reigns has been winning with the help of people, okay? Depending on the opponent, Roman has help, right? Because when it was somebody like Cesaro or somebody like Ray, he just dominated them. You know what I'm saying? There really wasn't much going on to that. But in this day and age, with Austin Theory being champion and U.S. champion and the only, I guess you could say, major champion on Monday Night Raw at the moment, since Roman's time is majorly on Friday nights, it would stand to reason that you would have your champion have some legitimacy. Now, I know oftentimes Theory's championship has been used to further other storylines. Case in point, the situation with Seth, being moved out of the title contingency and moved on to Logan Paul. Bobby Lashley being moved back to Brock, and now Bobby Lashley seemingly being in Bray Wyatt's sights. Oftentimes people are competing against him, and it's just a stepping stone for them to move into another feud. Quite frankly, that does the U.S. Championship a disservice. And as Austin Theory is a budding superstar and a young champion, he should be winning championship matches on his own merit at some point. A win over somebody like Edge is a massive win, and he should have been clean. There was nothing anyone can say about Austin Theory's title reign. His entire title reign has been an asterisk. Every single title defense he has had some interference on it at some point. Starting off with his first match in his second title reign, he goes from not even being a factor in that match to literally falling into the championship. He then defends the title again against numerous superstars. And every time he defends it, somebody aids him in keeping it, and not even on his behalf. It's simply to cost the other person the opportunity or the chance to regain the title back. It's so frustrating, and it's not in a good way. I understand that y'all are building towards WrestleMania. Fine. But you could do that in a regular ass fucking match. It did not have to be a title match at the end of the show in Canada, and then you still are not leaving the Judgment Day out of this with Edge. Like, what? Like, I just need to know what's going on. I tried to have give people the benefit of the doubt, but when it comes to this, I'm just tired of seeing it. I don't want to see Edge and Finn Balor wrestling anymore. I don't want to see that. Did they not wrestle at Extreme Rules, Jared? Is that not what happened last year?
Yeah.
They had a long match at Extreme Rules, correct? Then now they just had a tag match, not even this past weekend, right?
Yeah.
So what are you doing? What are we doing? You don't have anybody else to put him on. You have nothing else to do. I mean, I'm not interested in this. I'm just not. I don't care about it. I don't. It was very it wasn't a bad show, but this just left a bad taste in my mouth, and I'm just over it. I really am, because you could have gave Austin Theory a moment. And I'm not even the biggest Austin Theory fan, but you could have gave Austin Theory a true moment. I mean a real moment. Not this bullshit you got at the end where you got fucking Finn Balor looking like a Russian enforcer today, coming out there with black socks on and white shoes, looking like a whole weirdo. What? I'm just not a fan. And y'all, some of y'all might be, and I'm not. I'm just not a fan of it. I'm just not. So it is what it is. Um, that's all I'm gonna say about that. It is odd that they did all of these angles with Theory. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know how you're building anything with Theory if every time he gets the opportunity to showcase what he's capable of, you cut him off at the knees with somebody else's rivalry. You got to give Theory some time to spread his wings. And I'm not, and like I said, I am not the biggest fan of Theory. Okay, kayfabe and outside of kayfabe, I'm just not. But I recognize talent when I see it. Austin Theory is an immensely talented superstar. He has potential to be great. Okay. My problem is that like it's not fun to watch when he's not getting any traction. And you know it's a problem if you see me defending somebody that I don't really like. And I'm pretty sure eventually Theory's gonna have his moment, and I'm fine with that. But my thing is, in this case, in this instance, Edge still is one of the greatest superstars of our era. He's still wrestling at the moment. That's how you put somebody over. That's how you push them forward into the momentum. You keep giving him the moniker that he's the here, he's the now, and he's the future. Okay, fine. Ample opportunity was right there in your fucking hands. And then you double back to fucking Finn? Why? You could have put Finn on somebody else. I maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. You got a whole fucking month. You got a whole month to build something. Like, why ain't you worrying about whether Judgment Day is gonna stay intact? Most of Rhea's time is gonna be now on SmackDown, going back and forth with Charlotte. You gonna have her little bitch dog with her. Dominic's gonna be with her. So half of your squad is gone. You feel what I'm saying? What are you gonna do with Priest and Finn? You're gonna keep them on edge? Fucking great. 6 months. 6 months we've been sitting here. It's longer than that actually, because Edge takes like 2 month breaks in between, so we don't see him. This this isn't worth it. I'm sorry. It's not fucking worth it. It's not worth it. Let Finn go for the US. He's already had it. He's already fucking had it. He has already had it. So now, like, even if they did do that, it's somebody would interfere in that shit. Like at this point, I'm just over it. Like we already dislike him naturally. There's not much else to do character wise. There just needs to be a good opponent and effort. Austin Theory's character can grow. That's not the issue. His character has never been the issue. He's not supposed to be liked. He's a heel. That's the point. Like I'm not talking about his character. What I am saying, so that everybody's clear, because some of y'all came in a little late. All I'm saying is, even as a heel, you still need plausible stepping stones, right? Somebody like The Miz, this kind of story arc and build would work for, right? His character is based on delusionalism. Like, he is always delusional about himself, about the championship reigns he's had. That's fine. I would fully accept this shit from him. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it works for him. Okay, and that's a part of his character. That's a part of what he presents. The facade of being great, which in actuality, looking at the championships he's collected, he is one of the greatest people in the WWE. You can't deny that. All I'm saying is this is Theory's just getting his feet wet. He's still young. He's not 38, 40 years old building his career. He's still in his 20s.
Early 20s at that.
Right. And you're talking about like setting them up for the future, pushing forward to the future. And I'm not shitting on WWE or none of that. It's just a gripe because you had an ample opportunity. Theory could have won this match clean without interference. Like, here, I'll even throw you a bone. I would have been fine if Austin Theory had cheated in his own match to win. Why? Because he's a heel. That's what he's supposed to do. You feel me? I would have been okay with that. I would not have had an issue. But it's like he can't win anything without anybody's outside interference. Especially when we're talking title defenses.
Look what happened in the elimination chamber.
Like, name one title defense that he has had that he has actually won on his own without any interference. This recent title defense he's had. Like, just one. I will wait. I'll give y'all 30 seconds. You tell me throughout his title reign, this is the second title reign he's had with the U.S. Championship, correct? Right? This is his second title reign. Okay. Y'all tell me how many times Austin Theory has won the championship or retained the championship on his own. I will wait. They should just break up Judgment Day at this point. He hasn't won one championship match on his own. Not one. Okay. And then you have this match. You have an opportunity to give Austin Theory a leg up here in this title match and really set him up for life. Like, that's a dream come true. Austin Theory was 4 years old the last time Edge was U.S. champion. And he got it from Kurt Angle. They said it tonight on Monday Night Raw. So you're talking about a full circle moment, right? You go from watching it on TV to wrestling that same person on TV. So my thing is, okay, cool. Cool. Why not give him the opportunity to beat the man? Like I said, I would have been fine. I would have been perfectly fine if he had cheated and did it on his own. I would have been like, you know what? I can't even be mad at Theory. It's fucking Edge. You know what I'm saying? Edge would have cheated if you give him the opportunity. All right. So I'm cool. I'd have been like, you know what? I can't even be mad at Theory. He won. Good for Theory. Let's move on. And then you had Finn come out there and attack him. I still would be irritated. I'm not going to fucking lie. Because I don't want to see Finn Balor versus Edge. We've already seen that. It's dry? No, I'm not eating that fucking cookie. You taste the peanut butter in it though?
Yeah,
is it strong?
The peanut butter chip. It's a nice balance of the chocolate.
But the cookie dry.
Just dry.
No, Jared. No, I'm not eating no dry ass chocolate cookie. What the fuck? Hey, Donnie. Hello, Kayla. Hello, everybody that's coming in. I know some of y'all late. I'm just.
That was dry as hell. Oh my god.
I'm just ranting. Okay.
Yeah.
I know that they're going to make this match and lead this into WrestleMania.
What?
I don't see how they won't. And I'm not going to be, hello, how are you? I'm just not interested. Hello, Quan. I'm just not interested in this match. If y'all don't know what happened, if you didn't watch Monday Night Raw, I'll tell you. What happened was at the end, Edge was wrestling Theory. He had him on. He basically had the title in his hands, but Finn came out there and caused a distraction, basically cheated, kicked Edge in the head. Theory was able to get his move off and get the win. Theory got his hand raised, and Finn attacked. Finn attacked Edge with 3 coup de grace and messed him up. And he was stepped over him and standing there tall in the ring. I mean, all right, cool. Like, whatever. I'm at the point now where it's just like, do you, babe? Do you? Like, it's unnecessary to go that route. That's all I'm saying. How many wins has Finn Balor and Edge got against each other? I don't know. I don't care. 185. That's at a 10.5 or 11.5.
11.5 is women.
All right.
Let me see something.
We ain't planning on getting them.
Sooner rather than later. Let me see something. So 10.5 for the men.
It's not gonna be cheaper. Anyways, y'all, sorry. I was talking to Gerard.
Actually, more expensive than the men.
Oh yeah, how much?
$198.
Why? Why is it like $14 more?
Because the shoes a little bit more expensive for the men. The 10.5 for the men is they got them at $169. So with the tax and the shipping, it's $198.
It's still gonna be $200, Jared.
Yeah.
Not serious and childish, bitch. Anyways, y'all heard me rant and rave. I'm gonna move on because it just was an unnecessary spot in my opinion. I feel like they could have closed out this show with at least 2 other segments, possibly 3 that I'm finna talk about right now. So let's go to Bianca and Asuka. This honestly could have closed out the show if we're gonna be real. Not the match, the segment, okay? Because Bianca was cute. She had her nice jacket on, her 2-piece on with her silver bits, and she came in there. Her hair was done cute. It kind of looked like, it reminded me of like a little braided French roll. Ooh, how much are those?
Same price as the pandas. $185.
I can't have them both. I need the pandas first.
All right.
Okay. Anyways, y'all. So Bianca was watching Asuka's match with Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross and Asuka had a scheduled match tonight. They did well in that match. Nikki almost had Asuka. She was beating her ass in that match, okay? But child,
what the hell just happened?
Oh, he playing FIFA, y'all. Today is Gerard's birthday. I know. I see the score. Today is Gerard's birthday. He been chilling all day. He done had him some good coffee, some other good stuff, mind your business. And she had some cookies and cakes and pies. And my mama got him food earlier. He just as happy as he can be.
You fuckers like y'all.
Now he in here playing FIFA. Get the box, babe. Get the box. He in here playing FIFA and just living his best life, child.
You score, goddammit.
You been on vacation for the last 3 days. Plus today don't count as a vacation day, do it?
No, it's holiday.
Okay, good. So he's just as happy as a ham. He still ain't got to go to work. He got a whole nother week, another 2 weeks.
I'll go back to the 6th.
Yeah, he got a long ways to go, baby. He got a long way. Gerard gonna be here just about for the next 2 weeks, cutting up, child. All right, so listen, let's get back to Bianca and Asuka. Okay, let's get back to it. What did she do? Asuka is scaring the hell out of me with this new gimmick. Yeah, she was giving very scary queen. But I'll tell y'all what she did in a second. Oh, they said happy birthday, AJ. Yes, it's big brother Jared's birthday. Shout out to Janae. Anyways, Asuka had her match with Nikki. She beat Nikki, and then Bianca got in the ring so they can do their little moment, babes. Bianca got in the ring so they can do their moments. Well, child, they got in the ring, and Asuka was pointing. They was pointing at the WrestleMania sign. She was laughing and cheesing, and then Asuka started puking up that mist. Bianca face went from smiling child, and she was just like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's about to be an interesting time in these wrestling streets, honey. They have already started and began to start the feuds leading into WrestleMania, honey. And it is strong out here in these streets. I'm very, very interested. Now, unfortunately for Nikki, her wrestling stuff ain't got back on track, babes. She been losing and losing and losing, honey, and it has not gotten better for her. And she just feels so distraught and so upset, child. But you know what? Candace came and asked her. She said, "Can't Nikki, you can't get away from me now. I just need to know why you keep following me." And Nikki told her, and it was so sad. Nikki said, "All my friends done left me, and I'm just lonely." And I just wanted to be she basically, it looked like she just wanted to be a little part of her family, right? Because Candace got a whole family. She got a little baby, she got Johnny, she got a whole thing going. So Nikki feel lonely. They said, Nikki, if you think you're lonely now, who yeah, wait until tonight, girl. You sure enough going back to that hotel by yourself. I'm just playing. I'm sorry. That was messed up. I'm sorry. But is it true? Shit. Is it true? It's the truth. It's the truth. The truth. Anyways. So we got that part out the way. Facts, die. Hit it. Hit the note. Hit the note. That's one of my favorite songs. I love that song. Anyway, they also could have ended it with this segment. Seth Rollins had a match with The Miz. Let me tell y'all, that nigga went berserk, okay? They had an interview with him before the match. And he was very bizarro. It was very much bizarro Miz. Y'all ever read the Superman comics? Ain't there a bizarro Superman?
Yeah, there's a whole bizarro world.
It's a whole bizarro world where everybody in that world or on that planet is like a bizarro version of each hero and everybody on Earth. If you ain't never heard of it, Google it. Okay, Google it, babes. Hold on, another StreamYard thing open. Why is it open? That's probably what's causing all these issues. Anyway, it was given very much bizarro Seth, very much. But anyways, child, Seth said it very clear. He said, Logan Paul wants to always get in my business. He's another person trying to get in my way. And he said, since he hit me with my own finisher, he interfered and cost me a championship. He said, well, now I'm going to find him. And when I do, I'm going to hurt him. But since he isn't here and The Miz wants to take credit for the creation of Logan Paul as the wrestler, I'm going to take all my aggression out on this fool. Now, prior to that, Miz and his wife, who came, is probably always backstage whenever they get to a place where she is or can be. She's backstage and she brought Miz this golden envelope that has something in it. Now, in my assumption, I think that The Miz more than likely is going to be the host of WrestleMania this year. It just makes sense, okay? Because obviously The Miz calls himself the A-lister. It's in LA. He's been in movies. He's pretty much the guy they send out to do all the shit. He was in the celebrity basketball game this week for the All-Star weekend, had that viral moment at the All-Star game. He was just in like a few years ago, or was it last year? He was on Dancing with the Stars.
I think it was last year.
I think it was last year. Somebody in the comments will correct me. He was on Dancing with the Stars. I think it was a year or so ago. He's their guy. When they need somebody to go and do the PR and do stuff like that, The Miz is the guy. Okay, so I would not be surprised if he was the host of WrestleMania this year. I just wouldn't. In fact, I would welcome it because it'd be a good thing for him to do. Okay. Anyways, he got this envelope and him and Maurice is all licking each other down and shit and celebrating. And Kathy just trying to do her damn job and tell this man, she like, listen, you got a match with Seth Rollins. Like, what are you doing to prepare? You've been losing quite a lot. Rick Boogs has been whipping your ass. Like, sir, hello, focus, sir. Like, that's Kathy, like, focus, goddammit. And Miz is like, excuse you. Look, we don't want to talk to you. We're gonna have a real journalist do this. Me, okay? You, bye-bye. Go play with somebody. Go ask Finn to take you back or something. Because we don't have time, sweetheart. We don't have time for you. Okay, you're a second-rate journalist, and we don't deal with that. Okay, I'm an A-lister. I'm a star. Okay, address me as such. And Maurice was like, read the room. You're not invited. Thank you. Bye-bye. Like, that was very shady to Kathy. Mm-hmm. Anyways, child. But when it came out to them getting in that ring, the boys was fighting. Now, for a minute, Miz looked like he was holding his own against Seth Rollins. But once Seth regained his composure and got that momentum on his side, Miz got laid out. Miz got laid out 3 times. Seth Rollins curb stomped that man 3 times in the ring. So much so the referee had to tell him to stop, to which he pretended to stop, and the audience begged for a third one. And then he curb stomped his ass for the 3rd time and laid him out. I was like, oh, baby. I was like, damn, they could have ended the show with that. Okay? That would have been a good way to end the show. That definitely would have gave me all the feels. All right? Now, let me see if I downloaded everything. Anyways, I had to look it up and make sure I got all my videos and stuff downloaded. And Supergirl also, yeah, everybody had a Bizarro version. He said, oh my God, yes, there was a Harley Quinn of Bizarro. There was a Harley Quinn Bizarro?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Comic books was never my thing. So I rely on AJ, and I know Nicole and Alexis are massive comic book heads. Comic books were never my thing. I was more into cartoons and stuff. I feel like it was 2021. That's a few years ago. That's like about 2 years ago. So, sure. Now, listen. We also had something that we never thought we would get. Okay, never thought we would see on TV. And that is Mustafa Ali had a match with Dolph Ziggler. Now, they've been having this little feud in the back and forth for some weeks now. It started off with Mustafa having an opportunity, and then Dolph costed him his opportunity, to which WWE never capitalized on. They kind of just let that just slide under the rug, right? And then they kind of allude to it every other week. They would allude to it. Mustafa would get a match and he'd get beat up, and then he'd be in the back and come across Dolph, and they have a conversation. It'd just be a little yik yakking and jaw jacking in the back, right? Well, child, it finally came to a head, and these two had a match tonight. Now, for the most part, the match was fine. Mustafa Ali beat Dolph Ziggler. Now, Jared, did you see him win?
Yeah.
Was it clean?
It was clean. Dolph tried to go for the zigzag.
Right.
He countered it.
It was a beautiful counter.
Beautiful counter.
It was a beautiful counter.
Crucifix roll up. 1, 2, 3. Match over with.
That was it. So it was a clean win for Mustafa.
And then Mustafa was taunting him, being sarcastic.
Mustafa was like, you were right. I did what you said. Now he backstage, and this is what he was doing backstage.
I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you.
Child, a man was back there cutting up, honey. Had his whole video back there dancing because he finally got a win. It's been a minute since Mustafa Ali won the match, honey. All right. Now, child, of course, Dolph Ziggler was in the middle of the ring. There was really nothing Dolph could do. He legitimately lost that match clean. There was nothing Dolph Ziggler could do about it. Okay? Child. The girls was with it. Seth to Miz in the ring was like, since you want to take credit for Logan Paul being in the WWE, Okay, then you're gonna take this ass whip because in my eyes, you're guilty by association. You're a little behind, Kayla, but yeah. Ooh, Mustafa got a win. Are we on Bizarro? Obviously not, because it was him. He is him, and I is him, and we is me. He won, child. Anyways, let's move on to another segment that they could have ended the show with. Ding dong, hello, happened today. And I guess Bailey wanted to try to give her girls a moment where they could talk about their greatness as a tag team champion. They have been champion for 100 plus days. And as far as I'm concerned, they've defended those titles less than Roman's defended his title in the last 3 months. We've seen Roman defend his titles more often than the tag teams have defended their titles. We've seen the Usos defend their tag team championships more than the women's tag team titles have been defended. At this point, okay, they've had them on
one hand. How many times they defended them belts?
Exactly. It's just ridiculous at this point, sir. They were in the ring. Shout out to Rico. They was in the ring. That y'all love saying nar and all kind of fuck up a word. Anyways, as do I. But anyways, Bailey was in the ring giving her girls all these props and loving on them and showering them with so much compliments and how the competition is futile. Nobody can go up against them. They start talking about Becky and dogging her out. And then Becca came out there, dressed in her Sunday best. And she was just like, what's this? You're talking shit. I got a bitch that can come out here and help. I got a bitch that can come out here and help me. Lita's music hit. Lita comes out there. Now, word on the curb is that it was supposed to be Trish Stratus that came out there with the ding dong hello do. But for whatever reason, that didn't happen. And they decided to bring out Lita and Becky in this segment. They say that Trish was supposed to be going after Bailey and have a segment with Bailey. And then they were going to have somebody to go up against Io and Dakota, or they were going to make it so that they had Becky and Lita go up against Io and Dakota, and they set that shit up some other time. But because Trish couldn't show up or didn't, they had to change the segment so that it worked out in their favor. So the girls got pretty much goated into having a match with Lita and Becky next week. So now the tag team titles are on the line going into Mania. Now, while this is all well and good that Becky could get the tag team championships with Lita, more than likely Ronda and Shayna are probably going to end up contesting for those titles, whether the Damage Control bitches keep them or Becky and Lita get the titles. Either way, that's probably going to be their opponents leading into Mania. Okay? I'm just preparing y'all for the most. So the girls came out there and they popped in the door, because Bailey wouldn't let them on the show unless they went through the door, child. So they popped through the door and was like, ding dong, hello, bitch. We want your championships. And at first they was like, no, we don't like it like that, ho. And Becky and them was like, are you scared? Are you scared? Oh my God. You're afraid of me? I know you should be. Read the prophecy. Those titles are coming home, babes. And then Bailey's like, they're not scared. They're not scared. They accept. Them two hoes did not say a word. They was like, bitch, how you gonna talk for us? You don't know us like that. You can't just talk on our behalf. Rude. Okay? Child. They got a match next week and it's all Bailey fault. Now listen, if they lose, they have nobody to blame but Bailey because she's the one who accepted on Damage Control's behalf. Now, if I was like Bailey, right? If I'm the leader of Damage Control, right, Jared? And I'm like, I can't seem to get my own championship. Then these tag team titles need to operate under the Freebird rule.
Yep.
That's how I would have done it. I would have been operating the same way New Day did. Like, I can't be champion, but I'm a part of Damage Control. So technically the titles can be defended by any 3 members of the team. Correct?
Yep.
Nobody's thinking. Like, you don't, and you keep, God, you could just make life so much easier if you just do it that way. It would make more sense. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we've seen Gunther defending more. Yeah, we have. But Gunther defends more than just about anybody who's been champion on that roster.
Yeah.
Gunther defends more than Austin Theory as U.S. champion. Because Gunther at least defends at least once a month. Gunther's defending that title at some point on national television or on a PLE. He's either defending it at the PLE or he defends it right before that PLE. So Gunther is never an issue. Never. He is always up for a fight. You feel me?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, ain't nothing.
Oh yeah.
Let these fuckers come back.
You on some trash. I'm not gonna be listening to you today. Okay. Now we also got a couple of funny segments. So Otis and Big Titty Bronson was bumping titties today. And Chad Gable got a little complex because Maxine don't want to have nothing to do with him. She focusing on Otis, and he think he pretty enough to be a part of Maxine's Maxim male models. So for whatever reason, Maxine is infatuated with Otis. Okay, and they were sitting out there. That's what she called him, child. They were sitting out there talking while the match was going between Bronson and Chad. Chad trying to get Otis's attention, and Otis is talking to Maxine, and she just, touching his face and getting all his attention. And child, it reminded me of Ricky Bobby, the Talladega Nights, where Ricky Bobby was standing up there during that press conference. Mm-hmm. And it was like, I just wake up in the morning and I piss escalates. If you ain't first, you last. Oh my God! Like I said, I just wake up in the morning and I piss excellence, child.
He shoots it in the back because you did your last, nigga.
I was cracking up, but anyways, he was so enthralled with Maxine that he missed the cue from Chad, and Chad ended up getting all them titties from Bronson Reed in his face, child. And that was a wrap. Bronson Reed won, and Chad Gable was laid out prostrate before the Lord. And he got rolled out the ring, and that human lima being started walking over there, and motherfucking Chad on the ground, delirious, and that lima being looking around like, what happened? He was like, bitch, he lost. Like, what you want us to tell you? He lost, babes. You were not there to protect your friend. Oh my God. But we did get a spot. From WrestleMania. They're doing all of these movie clips during WrestleMania, before WrestleMania, because it's in LA this year. The last time it was in LA, they did the same thing with very, very famous movie clips. They did what was it? A Few Good Men, I think it was.
Yeah.
A Few Good Men. They did Braveheart. They did a bunch of movies that they parodied during the time frame that they was promoting WrestleMania when it was in LA. Mm-hmm. This year they're doing the same thing. So this time it was Becky and Seth that was promoting WrestleMania, and Seth, of course, is the Joker, and Becky is the man, aka she's their Batman. Okay, now if you haven't seen the clip, to protect my copyright status, I cannot play the clip, but if you head on over to the Twitter lives, you can go over there and see the clip on Twitter. It's on Twitter. It's everywhere. You can see it. Okay. What's with the fur?
That's the thing. If the fur wasn't so high.
I mean, I think you can pretty much make anything work. I think it'll be cute, but you damn sure can't wear like jeans with that. No. You have to wear shorts.
Yeah.
I think you look nice in hoochie daddy shorts, but you know, I do. Got good legs and got real nice thighs. But see, I have to fight a bitch. Yeah, they did do Pulp Fiction. That's true. Because
Yeah.
Booker T's lisping ass was the one playing
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson's part. And I think Triple H was doing John Travolta's. But Triple H got a lisp. It's real heavy. It's giving broken promises. Okay. Anyways, now what we did get in the beginning of the show, of course, we got our hometown hero, our boy Sami Zayn, out there basically pouring his heart out to the Canadian crowd, to everybody who was cheering for him. Sami came out there and basically was like, look, I came up short, but the story is not over. I still have one more chapter to write. That chapter is not over. Now, he called out Kevin Owens and he told Kevin, he said, listen, I said some things that I shouldn't have said. You said some things you shouldn't have said. I was wrong and I apologize. I shouldn't have done that. I should have been there for you as my friend. It was just a whole moment. Kevin basically was like, I don't need an apology from you. I don't need you to come out here with gratitude and all this other kind of shit. Nah, he said, I didn't do what I did for your sake. I did it for my own. He said, see, that a couple weeks ago, I was the one who was getting my ass kicked. And you was standing there letting them do the shit. He said, you let them beat the hell out of me. Super kick over super kick over super kick. You didn't do shit. Okay? He was like, that happened in front of my family, in front of my wife, in front of my kids, in front of my fans. So he said, now that the tables was turned, he said, I wasn't about to let that happen to you, but it wasn't for your sake. It was for your wife's sake, for your kids' sake. It was for them. It wasn't for you. So he says, while you need a partner to help take down the bloodline, he said, I've been going after the bloodline since day one. And I've been doing my damnness. He said, I mean what I said the last time we spoke. You don't want to have nothing to do with me, and I don't want to have anything to do with you. And I'm just fine with those sentiments. I'm good. You want to keep going after the bloodline and you want a partner for that? He said, go talk to your homeboy, Jey Uso. And he walked out the ring. To Kevin Owens' credit, I'm not mad at him for it. Because Sami did leave him hanging. Yeah. Sami did. He left him to get beat down. But one thing Sami did do is when he couldn't take no more, he stepped in and said, this is enough. We've done enough. But the question is, why did it take so long for you to realize that Roman is a tyrant and he was never going to stop? You allow him to beat up somebody who's been in the trenches with you for years. Now, granted, don't get me wrong. Kevin's hands are not squeaky clean because Kevin would turn on a dog if it meant getting the damn championship. Okay? So we're going to keep it funky and keep it real, because when Sami won the championship in NXT over him, he beat the brakes off of Sami. He whooped his ass. But Sami forgave him for that shit, though. You feel me? So I don't know. Kevin, what Sami did to Kevin was worse. I ain't gonna lie. Because you didn't have no loyalty to Kevin. At least when the chips were down, despite how Kevin personally felt, he had enough respect to protect you from the same fate that befell him. Agreed. Okay? So I'm just saying, I don't know. I feel like there's room for that to be forgiven and for them to move forward, but that's going to take time. But I tell you this, I don't think Jey Uso is going to be as forgiving as Kevin was. Jey Uso took a whole spear from Sami. Now, I'm pretty sure Friday, a lot of shit's got to be ironed out. First of all, Roman got to get his family intact. Solo is still in the family. You saw Jimmy show up last Saturday, right? but Jey Uso is questionable, right? So the question is, what do you do? Because he was slapping the shit out of Jey Uso on Saturday, emasculating him on national television. Could never be me. I don't give a fuck if you my cousin or not. We fighting, and I am not fighting fair. I will beat your ass with a brick if I have to. You're not gonna disrespect me. That's not happening. All hell will break loose around this motherfucker. Like, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It was Eddie. It was Eddie. It was Eddie Guerrero that was with him. Oh, it was Eddie Guerrero. Oh shit. Now, how did I mess that up? I'm so sorry, Eddie. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I messed that up. I am so sorry. They did the Charlize Theron too. They did. Damn. I am curious of what they're gonna do next when they do the next movie. I'm curious of who they're gonna pick and what they're gonna do next. They probably gonna do something with Harley Quinn and have Liv do it, which is gonna be tacky as hell. But okay, girl. I mean, I just feel like that's gonna happen. But anyways, that's how they opened up the show, child. It was real emotional, honey. Oh, it was with State. Okay. Okay, you're right. You're right, Donnie. You're right. You're right. Child, I was lost in the sauce, honey. But anyways, this whole thing with Sammy and Kevin and obviously the bloodline is not over. Speaking of the bloodline, child, Paul Heyman's no neck having ass decided he was going to show up via satellite in the back to have a conversation with Cody. Cody came out there to cut another promo because he now knows who his opponent is going to be in less than 40 days at WrestleMania. All right. His opponent, of course, is the Tribal Chief, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. Okay. Now, Cody was out there, but he didn't get to say much because Pauline started running down all this bullshit. Here's the thing about Paul Heyman. He is very good at triggering people. The problem is that same trigger could be turned back at Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman is a leech. He is a parasite. He always has been and he always will be. He attaches himself to the next big thing. Now think about it. Ask yourself how he got involved with Roman Reigns in the first place. It was during the feud between Roman and Brock Lesnar. Y'all remember? Let me take you back. Roman Reigns was out there. Brock wasn't there. It was just him and Pauline. Pauline was telling him how he was a part of the Wild Samoans. He understood them. He understood the culture. He spoke to them in their native language. And he just looked really befuddled. Like, how do you know this? And he was like, I know because I was there. I was a part of it. I understand. They had their feud and then everything moved forward. Then a year or so later, Roman Reigns pops up sitting next to Pauline. Pauline's his special counsel. And for the next 3 years, Pauline is serving as the advocate, the special counsel for motherfucking Roman Reigns. Same thing happened early on in CM Punk when CM Punk was being slated to go up against Brock Lesnar, but that kind of got turned down. I think that was due to Brock Lesnar, but that's a whole other conversation for a whole other day. He attaches himself very early much. I would not be surprised if Cody Rhodes down the line turns heel and Paul Heyman is there by his side. I would not be surprised. Think about the promo that was cut the last time that they were in the ring together. The last time they were in the ring together, Cody did oblige Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman then obliged Cody Rhodes before he insulted him. This was before the insults were hurled, right? That's the same tactic and the same shit he did with Roman Reigns. Same thing. Because after he gave him this glowing highlight of his family and everything else, he pretty much said that Brock Lesnar was going to decimate him. That's when he almost got messed up and got taken out. If you don't believe me, go back and watch this shit. I'm pretty sure you can find it on the Peacock Network. Or find it on WWE's website, or find it on YouTube, whichever works for you. But I promise you, when you go back and look at it, it will all make fucking sense. He's doing the same thing with Cody. Only this time, he's diving a little bit deeper because it's more personal with Cody than it was with Roman, okay? While Roman, he did have inside family situation with Roman, just like with Cody, it's a little bit deeper with Cody, right? So let me get y'all comments out the way. Hold on. I was like, ew. Okay, I haven't gotten to that part yet. All right. So look. Paul Heyman basically was in the back running it down about the lifestyle that Cody would have to live being champion, thinking that was going to sway him from wanting to be champion. He then leads it into, this is why your dad wasn't around. Dustin Rhodes said it best, even when he was home, he wasn't home. He wasn't much of a dad when he was home. So he keeps harping in and leaning into Cody Rhodes' father and what he did or didn't do as a man and as a family man. To me, it's a little disrespectful because the man did. He can't defend himself. If his dad was still alive, I wouldn't be worried about it. I'm like, well, shit, Dusty right down the street. Dusty right down at the Performance Center. Go talk your shit to that man, to his face. Don't sit up here and talk shit on Monday Night Raw, but he dead and gone, baby. And he been gone for a while, okay? So it's a little fucked up, you feel me, that you keep going there. Not stink boots. Hey, Kenny. So, anyways, he rounds it out with this long diatribe of what it takes to be a champion. And basically, what he said was, the reason why none of this kind of stuff affects Roman is because he has me. He has a special counsel. He has a wise man. You don't have none of that. So you are going to be beholden to the company. Whatever they tell you to do, you're going to have to lick boots and do. Now, let me make things very clear. Let me be straight. That's what the fuck Roman is doing right now. Just because Paul Heyman at his side, Paul Heyman ain't got no power. Let me make it very clear. Paul Heyman has no motherfucking power. He has nothing. If they tell your ass you scheduled to go to Jimmy Fallon today, bitch, that's where the fuck you going. If they tell you scheduled to go to Jimmy Kimmel, and then after that, you got to go to Make-A-Wish, that's where the fuck you have to go. Yeah, you do. Yeah, babes. It is what it is. It is what the fuck it is. You think Roman got a lot of power? He has enough power to be able to command so that he can keep himself healthy, number one, because he does suffer from leukemia. So he has power on that front. He also has power to be able to decide how he wants his career to go. He has an input that they consider, that they heavily consider when it comes to him because of the mega stardom that he has. Okay? But at the end of the day, the decisions that are going to be made regarding that WWE championship has nothing to do with him or the wise man. So what I'm saying is, just like Cody is going to be beholden to carrying the company on his back, Roman is carrying the company on his back. That's why he snaps the way he does. That's why he acts and reacts the way he does, because he's under all this immense amount of pressure. It don't matter how many fucking wise men you have around you. It's still pressure. Pressure is pressure. And even the hardest of stones will crack under fucking pressure. You put enough pressure on a diamond, it will shatter. I don't care what nobody say. You just got to put the right amount of pressure. All right? And at this point, Roman a lump of coal. It don't take much. I've been telling y'all for months, years, that while many empires have been built, they also have fallen. And it's only a matter of time before the bloodline empire falls. It already has a foundation that is crumbling. Paul Heyman being there is not going to change the shakiness of the foundation. To keep going on to the story, he then says that you can't be on the road like that and have a wife and a kid at home that needs you and still take care of your family and be there for your family. Now he's like, while Roman Reigns is a happily married man, the streets talk. I'm going to keep that to myself. Roman Reigns is a happily married man. He says, I am not. And I said, hold the fuck up. Pause. Rewind and freeze. Yo, no neck, baseball mitt, hand having ass. The mere fact that you could fathom a woman being that fucking desperate to want to fuck a nigga who ain't seen his dick in about 30 years, bitch, get the fuck out of here. You and your micro penis got to go. Go. You gotta go. There's no way. There's no way. I don't care if Brandy was desperate. You are not the one. You aren't. You can slide in and be to the rescue all day long. She not gonna be fucking with you just because you coming in and help. Boy, that wouldn't even piss me off. I'd have laughed in your motherfucking face. You think you got a shot? Well, shoot your shot and see what she say. The first thing that's gonna come out of her mouth is be like, well, you think you will be? wait, let me see if I can do it right. Wait. She's like, you got a black belt? Well, I'm a black bitch. She ain't gonna be worried about you, bitch. He has nothing to worry about when it comes to you, Roly Polioli. I guarantee you that. He has nothing to worry about. Nothing. Sir, it's the fact that you thought you had a chance. I just could not believe it. I could not believe it. I'm like, sir, please humble yourself. Your 72 regular suit wearing ass is not out here pulling bitches. I don't care what you talking about. Your 12 chin ass is not pulling bitches. Your hot dog in the neck, fat back ass is not pulling bitches. Okay, you just not, fam. And I ain't talking for Brandy, but goddamn, like I feel like I have a right to say Cody has nothing to worry about when it comes to you. She has nothing to worry about when it comes to you. He has nothing to worry about. I wouldn't have even got mad. I'm just like, it's just the thought that you think you have a chance. Just because I'm not home, you think you're just going to be able to slide in and take my place? All right, fam, bet. Are you fucking kidding me? Now, see, if I was Brandy and I was in the back, I'd have been standing on the side laughing my ass off. I'd have been like, now see, when my husband beats your daddy and you ain't got nobody to be the wise man to, you ain't got nobody to pray to, you ain't got nobody's boss to lick, we shall see how high and mighty we gonna be. And you back here all by yourself, I would drop kick your roly-poly ass right there in that damn chair. Now that's a moment. That's a pipe bomb. Okay? Drop kick you right where you sitting at. Because there's no fucking way. It's the disrespect for me. The idea that you thought you had a chance. Like, How dare you? You're a slime ball. You're a disease. Venereal at that. You're not pulling bitches, bro. I refuse to believe that. And the kind of bitches you pulling, those are the bitches that want you. And that doesn't say a lot. Okay? Mm-hmm. Them, give me a venti latte, extra foam, 1 sugar, all right? 2 pumps of vanilla, okay? And I want it hot at 115 degrees. Thank y'all. With that Karen haircut, power walking to the Starbucks. Heavy on the boob job that they got when they was 35. You're not pulling bitches, bro. You're pulling old hags. You're pulling old hags. The kind that arrange meetups at the restaurants that make you be vaccinated. Them the kind of bitches you pulling. Go to hell. Go to hell, Paul Heyman. Let me get off him. Somebody should have got off him. He should have got off Roman Reigns before he came out there because that shit was just it just took me out. I cannot believe it. So Cody was just like, Roman, he said, don't send this man back here no motherfucking more. He said, don't send him back here no more because he said, I'm going to see you in person. He said, whether it be now or later, it is going to happen. And when it does, I'm going to say the same thing that I'm saying now. At WrestleMania, I'm going to finish the story. I am going to beat you. And I'm going to become the WWE Undisputed Champion. And there is nothing that you can do about it. While Paul Heyman was sitting there holding them titles like they was his children. I'm just so confused when it comes to him. He's cutting all the promos. Roman's just sitting at home chilling while Paul Heyman's cutting all the promos, saying all the shit, stirring all the pots. So my thing is, what's going to happen when Cody's in his face? Because then Roman's got to be able to rise to the occasion, right? He's got to be able to speak. Now, he can go to his daddy all he wants to. He know that's a sore spot. Now, Cody could be real dirty and say some dirty shit. Because they have gone way too far. You know what I'm saying? But I think Cody got a little bit more integrity there. I would hope that he has a little bit more integrity. Because what I'm thinking, when you go low, I go to hell. And the shit I would say, I'd be canceled. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. And for now, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to say that's how that went. Cody left and left out. Now, after Sammy is this live, baby, what you think? What you think? You thought this was a playback? AT2. I'm still live, baby. I'm still here. I ain't went nowhere yet. Like, right. It say right there in the corner. It say live. Don't it say live? Let me go to it. Sometimes I have to pull it up on my TV. Make sure I'm seeing what I'm seeing, honey. Make sure I'm seeing what I'm seeing. Hold on. I had to double check for AT2's sake. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me pull it up on my TV so I can chirp. Okay, we're going to go. We're going to search. All right, we're going to pull it up and say psych design. I'm really going to pull this shit up. Like, damn, Psycho Killer, Psychic Chris Brown. What the fuck is a Psychic Chris Brown? That's stupid. Is Psychics doing reads for Chris Brown? That is dumb, honey. Not a psychedelic journey. They got all kind of shit. Oh, I come up in the search underneath psychedelic visuals. That's how I come up, child. Okay, it say live right there in the corner. It say it. Hold on. It say view live stream now with the live chat. So that's how you know it's live. Now you didn't have to ask me if it was live. And it say it right there down there at the bottom. Now come on now. Come on, baby. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Okay. So listen, I will get to you and why Cody is the one. Okay. I'm gonna get to you why. I'm gonna tell you why. So while it's easy for them to double back to Jey Uso's gonna fall back in line with the bloodline. He's not going anywhere. After that hit he took by Sammy, there's no way he's not gonna go back to the bloodline. That's why it was done that way. Everything is done by design, right? He said, he'd be late. Facts. Everything is done by design. That is the reason why he got hit at Elimination Chamber the way that he did, so that would refocus everything back to the bloodline being whole again without Sammy. Sammy officially being on the outside, not being a nuisance to the bloodline, but more so a threat to the bloodline. And then somehow they have to work Kevin and Sammy together. Somehow they'll get them back together. I imagine Sammy's going to work to get back in his good graces. I don't know, but he got a whole month to pull it off. You got a whole month to pull it off, babes. Sammy being the one, a lot of people feel like right now WWE is trying to sell the company, and the bigger star at the moment is Cody Rhodes. I know a lot of people are behind Sammy. Sammy has the momentum, and quite frankly, I would have loved to see them split the belts, drop one of the belts to Sammy, give Cody the big one, and then move forward like that, even with the company being sold. But like, I'll get into that in a second, in another segment. The thing, Drew, I don't eat all of the other cookie. I haven't tried it yet.
No. I'm just posing.
I haven't tried that cereal one yet. I want to try it. Okay, so the bigger fight is between Cody and Roman. It just is. I think once they come face to face, it'll become more solid and it'll work out better in your favor. But you have to pay attention to the story. The story is slowly being built. Slowly being built. And Cody has the chops. He has the momentum. He has the stardom. He has the wrestling prowess. He has the promo skills. He's got everything he needs to push forward and be the guy at the top of the mountain. A lot of things have been placed in the way of Cody with him being injured, but that doesn't mean that he's lost his star power. Is Cody a star? You're going to have to, if I was Cody and you asked me that, I would say check my resume. I don't know too many people who've been able to leave WWE, start a whole company with another set of wrestlers, help build that company into a proper rival or a small rival at best to that company, and then leave, go to the company you was feuding with, and debut at WrestleMania with the reception that he had, and have one of the best Hell in a Cell matches we've seen in years. I don't see how you could not call him a star. I don't see how you can do that. He most definitely is a star. 100%. 100%. Anyways, so that's the reason why we are where we are when it comes to Cody and Roman Reigns. I do think that they're doing a stellar job at building them up as having this feud. I think that's working out in their favor, and it's going to be a decent feud leading into WrestleMania. We still have plenty of time to build this feud. The feud is still happening. I can't talk. The feud is still. I still can't talk. The feud is still happening. It's just started. It just got to bubble above the surface. We're just getting to the nitty gritty of this feud. So you can't say that this isn't working or that you're not sold on it yet because it hasn't really started with Cody and Roman yet. They're still fighting. You still have two other people in Kevin and Sammy who are simultaneously trying to dismantle the bloodline. So everything is coming full circle at Mania. You just need to watch to pay attention. If you haven't seen a couple shows, then you're not going to be sold on the feud between Roman and Cody because you would have missed certain key points that have built up the feud between the two of them. And quite honestly, a lot of that work has been done by Paul Heyman. All right. So now that Roman has Sammy in his rear view, sort of, he's got business that he has to take care of with his family first, and then he can focus and refocus on Cody. My thing is, and what I think Cody should do is while he's trying so hard to keep his family together, he needs to be on the attack when it comes to Roman. I'd be in there coming in there while he yelling this shit and crossroading the shit out of him and getting the fuck out the ring. I would be tearing his ass up every time he came out there to talk shit. Every goddamn time I would. He come out there slow walking and shit, taking all day. I'd attack him from behind. I'd take Solo ass out. Before the damn show could even start, I have his ass hanging up in the rafters somewhere on some motherfucking Undertaker voodoo shit. I would have him ass laid out. I would not be playing. You feel me? I think that you have to understand there were two. Cody Rhodes wins the Royal Rumble. Yes, it was predictable. That's fine. But the story for them hadn't even started yet. They were still closing Sammy and Roman's story out since Mania. I mean, since Rumble. So there wasn't time to build them yet. But Cody and Sammy had a moment, and it seemed like they were both prepared to work in tandem to get rid of the bloodline once and for all. Even if it meant Sammy had to do it from the ground up, he was willing to make that sacrifice. Cody doesn't have to worry about that because his place at WrestleMania was set in stone. He was good. He was like, I don't give a fuck which one of you come into Mania. I'm walking out as champion either way. Either way, we fucking. Either way. Like he didn't give a damn. Now, I already talked about the closeout of Monday Night Raw. Let's talk about some irrelevancy. For whatever reason, Omos challenging Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. This is going to be a bathroom break match for me. I'm not going to give a shit. I'm going to make sure we have our food cooked and ready to roll. This will be the time we probably refresh on drinks. You know what I'm saying?
Let that shit happen on Sunday at the pre-show.
Well, Sunday would be the second night. So Saturday on the pre-show, you want them to fight?
Well, obviously, I don't give a damn what day. This better be on the damn pre-show.
You really think that Brock Lesnar is gonna wrestle on a pre-show match? Really, babe?
You want to fight Omos?
No, it's not happening. That's not happening.
Everybody trying to have that big ass waste of space, clogging up time.
Not a waste of space. That's not happening.
On a regular show, nobody want to see that shit.
That's not happening. You're not gonna have it up top, child. They plan on having some type of match. He wants Brock Lesnar to give him an answer next week. They made the challenge with MVP's trick leg looking ass. So he out here rubbing his hands like he about to go on the block with some dope boys. And I was like, okay, girl. That's gonna be a 15-second match. Okay. I don't care to watch the match no way. I can give less than a damn. Girl, I was weak at your commentary saying you're not gonna watch Omos and Brock. I am not. That's not a fun. I'm not gonna turn it off because if I turn it off, I'm gonna mess up my server's place. Okay, I'm not gonna turn it off, But shit, I'm be in the bathroom. Definitely. We watching it in the basement.
I don't know.
Well, Anthony did say he wanted to come over from Mania. You gotta call your brother and ask him if he's still coming.
We figure it out.
Because if he's still coming, then we have to watch it in the
Well,
basement.
yeah, but then too, I don't know what his work schedule is gonna be like too. Cause
That's why I say you have to call him and tell him. It's April 1st and 2nd, right? This year? Let me pull up one of the Mania things. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna put it up on the screen just so I can see the date. Let me take down the comments. Yeah, it's April 1st and 2nd, baby. So you need to talk to your brother.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So well, he came out that one Mania first with no intro. I thought Bray was supposed to wrestle Brock. I know Bobby won, but I thought the DQ would lead to a triple threat. Nope. It seemed like they are going to have Bray Wyatt go to Bobby, and Brock is going to be on Omos. Like, there was no, like, definitive winner. I mean, after the last time Brock Lesnar won, Brock beat up Bobby. No, Bobby beat up Brock. And then the same way, Brock Lesnar got real chicken shit when he got put in that hurt lock. Didn't want to lose, so he low blowed the man. The ref saw it and gave it a disqualification. So he beat up the ref and Bobby, which I ain't give a shit about that either. I don't care. It is what it is. So it seems like Bray Wyatt's sights have been set on Bobby Lashley because technically Bobby Lashley won the match. Now, of course, Elias was out there trying to set his WrestleMania moment up and had Rick Boogs back there taking notes. All he did was take notes on how he can get his ass whooped because Bobby Lashley came out there and beat his ass and then told everybody he not going to tolerate no more disrespect. And I was like, I don't see how Elias disrespected you, but, you know, whatever. Whatever works for you, babes. Whatever works for you, babes. I think next week he should tell Omos no. I mean, even if he do, he gonna have a match with Omos at WrestleMania. That's happening. That's happening. Y'all can wish upon a star, but he's still going to have that match. He can say no, and then Omos is probably gonna end up attacking him, or he probably gonna attack Omos at some. It's something gonna happen, and that match is gonna get set. It's already set in stone. It's already set. Now, I think I covered everything. I already talked about Austin Theory and Edge. Miz is supposed to have Miz TV next week. The tag team titles are on the line next week. Candice is supposed to go up against Piper next week. Those are the 3 matches that have already been announced for next week's Monday Night Raw. Tomorrow is NXT, and I will go live tomorrow on time. No worries. Tomorrow night on NXT, the NXT Championship is being contested by Jinder Mahal. Braun Breaker is your current champion. JC Jane is finally on her own, as she put in. It's all about her. She keep doing this weird hip thing. She's a weird individual. Anyway, she claims it's all about her. And Indy Hartwell is like, you're not getting past me, which leads me to believe that she will. She said the same thing to Elektra Lopez. Elektra Lopez laid her ass out. And JC Jane probably gonna lay her ass out too with that damn super kick. I can give less than a damn about JC Jane, to be honest with you. I don't like the bitch, so she can eat a dick. Trick Williams tried to embarrass Ilya Dragunov last week, and Ilya is gonna be out for blood, of course. Now, JD McDonough has a torn cornea, I want to say. So he's gonna be out until his eye heals. He was there last week to further the story between him and Ilya, but Trick and him now have beef. So they put Trick in here so that they can give JD McDonough some time to heal and get himself together. So we're going to see how this all plays out, because his homeboy Carmelo was like, listen, Ilya is not no fucking joke. Like, you can't just walk up on that dude and just act like you gonna dominate. He said that's a problem right there. He was like, man, I don't care. I'm a problem too. You really not, babes. You really not. You hit that man in his face and he basically fell down and kicked you in your head afterwards. That damn hit you did had no effect on him. None. He no sold the fuck out your punch, bro. Which means your shit is ass. Ass, ass, ass. Get it together. I don't see Trick Williams winning this match. If he do, obviously it's going to be because of Carmelo. But if they do it the way I think, which is like leave Trick Williams hanging out there to dry and him and Carmelo get into it because he wasn't out there for him, like, that's what I would do. But, you know, whatever. The only way this could possibly be entertaining is if he let Omos believe he answered yes to the match, shows up at WrestleMania and goes, "Who are you?" and then leave. I don't. I don't like that. I feel like that's even a bigger waste of time. Like, it's just a big old waste of time. I don't like it. I don't like it, Aaliyah. I don't like it. It's just a big old waste of time, babe. That is a massive waste of time, resources, and effort. It's not a match I want to see. I'm sure some people want to see it, but it's not something that I want to see. I'm sure Omos having a match at WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar is a great thing for him. Monetarily, he gets to get paid. You know what I'm saying? He'll get a WrestleMania check for that. He going up against Brock Lesnar. That's coin in your pocket. Lesnar is not gonna like do something unless he gets to do it on a grand stage and he gets to make a nice little piece of change out of it. So as far as I'm concerned, like, outside of kayfabe, that's a good look for him. But for me personally, entertainment wise, no, that's not something that I want to see. I don't care about that. However, to do it the way you suggested would be even worse. It would be like when John Cena was calling out Undertaker for almost a month. Undertaker never responded, never said a word, and then he showed up at WrestleMania only to pin John Cena in like 2 seconds. That was a waste of time and efforts. Resources was wasted. Time was wasted. That could have been used to put somebody else over with John Cena. Do you feel what I'm saying, Jay? Mm-hmm. Like, it was a waste of time. That right there would be a waste of time. That whole thing would be a waste of time. I'm sorry, babes. It just would be. And I think that's it. I don't think we have anything else to talk about, child, because I've been ranting and raving for like an hour and almost 30 minutes. So listen, WrestleMania is coming. Winter is coming, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming. Dun dun. So Rhea Ripley had her moment on TV as well with her little bitch boy. I forgot to talk about that. I don't think I want to. Yeah, I'm not going to. Y'all gonna have to go on Twitter and look at it. She basically said Charlotte Flair talking a lot of shit about the past. She not living in the present. I'm like, and she's like, I have been making all the best decisions and I've been moving forward. And now I'm the number one contender for her championship. She need to be more concerned about the future when I'm holding up her championship at WrestleMania. Dominic kept cutting people off, cutting in to talk. He talking about something, my deadbeat dad this, and I've been in jail that. That's pretty much how that went. So, anyways, Rhea Ripley's supposed to be on SmackDown Friday. Rhea Ripley is slated to go to WrestleMania and go up against Charlotte Flair. It's possibility that she could be Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania and become the SmackDown Women's Championship. We all know that they always like giving Charlotte the W. They always like giving her the win, and then she'll lose it at a lesser pay-per-view. You know what I mean? Anywhoosies. On the other side of the pond, or on the other side of the coin, you have Bianca and Asuka starting their feud. Now, Bianca starts it out always friendly with anybody. And you have to remember, Asuka used to be a tag team of hers, a partner of hers, and a friend that she was going up against Damage Control with. Now, this is the second friend turned foe who has decided that the championship is more important than their friendship. Respect. I ain't got no issues with that. It is what it is. Go after what you want. But this new version of Asuka ain't no slouch. She ain't nothing to play with. Okay? She is mentally torturing people as well as being physically menacing in the face, but also mentally torturing you. 1 minute she's smiling and she's happy, and the next minute she's coughing up blue mist. And nobody knows when she's going to snap and do something crazy. While they in the ring, Asuka's smiling. They both pointing at Mania, and it looks like it's going to be some good competition. And then all of a sudden, that blue spit mist starts flowing out of her mouth, and Bianca was full on creeped out and just all the way disgusted. Okay, she was like, bitch, what the fuck are you hawking up in your throat tentacles? What is this? She was very much confused, honey. Okay, she was lost in the sauce. Okay, but I'm sure Bianca is not backing down from competition or scary bitches. She said, whatever you got going on in your throat ain't got nothing to do with me. Whatever blue dick you sucked the night before and you held on to the jizz, you're nasty, but I'm sure he like it. But I don't. Keep your nastiness to yourself. I'll see your ass at WrestleMania. You understand? I don't give a damn about what you're sucking off. Just keep that shit away from me. All right? Now, I'm sure before this feud goes to Mania, Bianca Belair is going to be misted. Okay, we have seen all of the girls who have gone up against Asuka be misted at some point. I suspect that next week, Carmella asked for a match because she was very upset that she lost at Elimination Chamber, but she lost on her own merit. Okay, the girl taps. She conceded. She quit, honey. She didn't even get misted. She just quit. Okay. So she's upset and demanded a championship. Demanded a match with Asuka next week. That all gonna get misted next week. I know she gonna get misted. Okay, but she doing her best to be her 2004 self. Okay, she got a nice low rise jeans on and stuff. Had a seashell jean like titty bra on. If she moved wrong, we was definitely gonna see them titties, honey. They always showing some titties. You a little late, babe. You're a little late. But anyways, Asuka and Bianca are going to go at it at WrestleMania. And of course, the next announced match, or the one that has been announced for weeks or months, has been Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. It is happening. Okay. Now, the next set of matches that are probably going to happen, spoiler alert, these are some matches that may be made going into WrestleMania. Later on down the line, maybe Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn can get it together, and they will be the ones to take the titles off of the Usos. Maybe Sheamus doubles back to Gunther, and they have Gunther and Sheamus battle it out at WrestleMania. Maybe, okay, maybe the tag team titles will be contested. And I don't know, a triple threat or tag. They always do some type of fatal four-way for the tag team titles, especially for the women. So that more than likely is the route that they're going to go in. Okay. Her nurse. We got a lot going on and a little bit of time to do it in. Sir, I hope you guys enjoyed my recap of SmackDowners. Okay.
Well,
did I do Raw? It was Raw, child. I'm tired. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed the recount or the recap of Raw. Okay, because I'm distraught. I said damn SmackDown, and I'm talking about Monday Night Raw. I hope you guys enjoyed the recap of Monday Night Raw. If you want to listen to the full show of Elimination Chamber, you can always watch it. It is up on my channel right now. Just leave out of this video and go to the last video posted. Or if you want to listen to it without the visuals and you just want to listen to something or go to sleep to something, podcasts are up. You can go to the podcast and listen to the full recount of Elimination Chamber. It is currently up right now. You can listen to it. I posted it in parts. So the first half is up. Well, the whole thing is up together, but I split it up to the part where we talked about all of Elimination Chamber, and then the rest of it is just me, Nicole, going back and forth and talking, which y'all can enjoy if you want. All right. If you need something to just, lay down and go to sleep to, you can always listen to the KTT, which is up as well. There are some new podcasts up over there. There's a segment called The BS is BSing. And of course, the Am I the Asshole posts are up over there. That stuff is just crazy. But I found some more stuff on Reddit that I'm going to start including in my podcast as well. Y'all need to look out for the new stuff that is coming because it's going to be fun. And I want y'all to listen to my podcast that's outside of wrestling because I have a good time. If y'all want me to watch certain shows and review them, I will do that. I'm going to get with Don between this week and next week, and we're going to do the Perfect Match show that is on Netflix. We're going to talk about that stuff. If you have like a specific show you want me to talk about on that show, whether it be reality TV or streaming or whatever, I will do it over here on this podcast. If you have a specific idea you want us to cover on Down for the Count, let me know. You can send it to the message to me directly on Instagram, and I will put it to the girls, and we will try to get that episode out and done. Y'all be easy. Love y'all selves. I love y'all. I will talk to y'all tomorrow after NXT. And of course, this week we've got Freestyle Wednesday, and then Friday Night SmackDown after show is on Friday. Thursday, I take my break from YouTube. I may go live on Instagram and get that rolling again. I haven't been on live on Instagram in a couple weeks. So with all that being said, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed the review of Monday Night Raw. It was a solid show. It was a much, much, much better show from Royal Rumble. It was a much better show. It was more solid, and it was direct at making sure they set up the next set of feuds. So I can appreciate that. All right, I got to go. Have a good night.